Hello and welcome to Timely Coffees. My name's Seb, I'm one of the co-founders here. And this is a video series that's a little bit different to what we normally do. This is a video series we're going to use to talk about really small tips and tricks that you can use at home to get really great results out of your coffee that don't require really any special effort at all. So these are things that we've noticed that we do every single time whenever we're brewing coffee here at Timely. And you don't need any special equipment for them, you don't need anything fancy, and they don't cost really a lot or any money at all, but they're going to make your coffee taste a lot better. So today, the first thing that we're going to talk about, and this is the simplest thing that you can possibly do to make your coffee taste just that little bit better at home. This is always stir your coffee before you drink it. So no matter what coffee you're brewing at home, if you're brewing a pour over or a plunger or especially an espresso, the best thing to do is always take a spoon and give it a stir before you drink it. So there's a few reasons why, but one of the reasons why people generally don't recommend this is because with espresso in particular, you'll find that on top you have that kind of that layer of brown foam, and that's called the crema for espresso. And generally, you know, the traditional wisdom was that if that's a really thick and persistent layer, then that's going to be a really delicious tasting espresso. We know now that there's no correlation or causation between the consistency of crema and how delicious that coffee is. And this is just a byproduct of kind of how the coffee is being brewed. But what's actually happening when you're brewing coffee, espresso and anything else, is that you're actually extracting flavors out of the coffee at different rates. So as soon as the water hits the coffee grounds, you're going to be extracting certain flavors out of that. And then the last bit of water that you put on before you start drinking it is going to be extracting different flavors. So what happens is that in your cup, you end up with this layered kind of liquid. And as the liquid kind of enters the cup, there's going to be some turbulence that mixes everything together. It's never going to get you a completely homogeneous kind of beverage. So the best thing that you can do is just before you drink your coffee, give it a stir, make sure it's kind of back and forth, more like a churning motion. You don't want it to be kind of like a swirl or kind of create that whirlpool effect, because that can actually make things a lot worse. And even if you're making something like plunger, take an opportunity to kind of decant your coffee into a different vessel, give it a stir first, and then put it into your cup, and you'll notice that the coffee just tastes so much better and so much better for longer as well. You'll find that everything is really consistent, and as it cools, you'll notice that a lot of the flavor is actually just kind of developing in a really positive way, and you should actually get really great results out of this. If you try this at home and you get good or bad results, please let me know. Send me an email at seb@timelycoffees.com.au. Love to hear how it goes for you. But this is something really small, really simple that everyone can do, and it'll make your coffee taste way better with almost zero effort. Thanks very much, and see you next week.